in episode 2, we built a piglin trading farm, right? But the thing is that the gold that we need to fuel this thing just doesn't come in through just regular mining. So what we're going to do this video is actually build a gold slash XP farm above the nether roof. And so off camera, I built this ladder that goes up there. You just need an ender pearl to get on top. So we're going to be building a gold farm this episode. To start off the video, we actually need to go and do some mining of magma blocks, because the thing about magma blocks is that they're the only block that zombified piglins are exclusive to spawning there, which means that literally nothing will spawn there but the pigmen, which is going to make things a lot more efficient in our farm. Let's go do this. I'm going to go get my camera account on, and we're going to start working on a little bit of the magma block harvesting. I think there's some magma blocks over there, and I'm sure there's magma blocks pretty much everywhere. But I need to fill 2 shulker boxes full, so let's get to work. Alright, so we got both of these sugar boxes basically full. If we run out later on, we can definitely come back down and get more, but right now I think this will be fine. I have the resources to start this project. It's gonna be huge, it's gonna be massive, it's gonna be a long project, but I think, like, I just checked the save that Nembomb put in his video, and oh my goodness, it is so quick. I really hope that this doesn't, like, lag the server or something. Let's go up here. Toss that portal, or that pearl. And now we need to find, this is a nether waste biome right here. And honestly, this might be the best spot. It's a very thin build, so I'm really thinking that, yeah, right here should be good, actually. Let's start working on this. I need to build up to Y175. Wait, what level are you? Okay, yeah, so it's like Y175. So this is gonna be pretty crazy. Alright, so now I build this. Alright, I'm actually gonna do a time lapse of this. So you probably just saw kind of a time lapse of me building up the farm. It's mostly done at this point, and what's really good about it is that it's going to be really quick once I finish up the actual, like, final parts of it. But first I need to grab this glass and a few other things. I'll need to grab some string, and then I think I should be good to continue building. So I've got a lot of glass here, and this should be plenty. Alright, so I'm actually going to go, there's a new shop over in my area now. He's doing server work, don't worry about him. But basically, now there's a new shop, and it's selling mending books. And so I'm going to come over here and buy 4 mending books. I have a few extra diamonds for it, so I'm just going to quickly throw. They're in there for 10 apiece. I'll probably get netherite later, and combine them and make it so that they're my permanent tools, which is going to be great. So I'm back from working on the farm. I'm going to wait a little bit longer because there's a bit of people on the server right now, and I think that's what's kind of hurting the rates of the farm right now. But it's not going crazy well when it comes down to rates, but I'm sure whenever everybody's off, it should do fine. I'm actually going to go over to the Mesa now and start collecting resources for my base. I'm going over to the Mesa biome right now to collect some terracotta for the main base. That's the project I'm going to start doing in between the spawn build and then some extra farms. We're going to check back on the gold farm when there's less people on, because it's not working at like the maximum potential. So I must have forgotten to press record or something when I was doing my time lapse earlier for whenever I was mining out the terracotta. But I brought it back to my farming cave here, and now I've changed it all into cyan terracotta. It took a while, but now I have 3 shulker boxes full. And now I'm going to be able to start working on my main tower. My project here is actually to build a cyberpunk city. And the reason I picked this location is because right over in this direction, there's actually a witch hut. So my plan is to have one tower be right around here as a control center for the witch hut, or for the witch farm whenever I go to build it. So that's what's over here. That's the reason I picked the location. And that's really it. I'm going to start working on kind of like building up this area now. We'll get started here, and here's a time lapse of me clearing out the area and getting it prepped, and then also building the frame and everything, and then we'll be good to go to start building. It's the next morning now, and I'm actually going to go up to the gold farm to see if it's any faster than it was yesterday. Fingers crossed this thing is quick. I really hope it is, because I don't want to have to redo this. Oh, but this was a waste of time. It doesn't go that quick. I'm wondering if it's because of mob cap or something. I don't know what's going on. Last night I did some work on the main structures over at my base. And so I'm going to go over there and check out what exactly I did last night. I haven't done any of this yet this morning where I look at what I did last night. My guess is it's probably pretty bland because I haven't put any detail on the outside. I had some ideas for an interior design which would look really good, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I've actually been killing wither skeletons for the past like 15 to 20 minutes. The hope is to eventually get 2 more wither skulls so that I can work on a wither rose farm. But like, I don't exactly know how to make one of those, so what I'm going to end up having to do is just like fill a room or something with a bunch of like chickens or something like that. Make it easy on myself. Fill it with chickens, and then hopefully they'll target those and kill them. So I got my first wither skull. That's good news. And now I need 1 more because I have 1 already in my ender chest. We'll see if I can get a few more than that, but I don't know. I kind of want to work on getting wither roses for a wither farm later on, but we'll see. That's kind of a big project. And there is a second wither skull. So I can already set up a wither, but what I think I'm going to end up doing is staying here for a little bit longer, try to get a few more skulls, just so I don't have to come here as often. I'm looking to eventually have like a quad beacon going, so that would be good, and I think I would only need around 1 or 2 more beacons to do that. So after about an hour, I got 5 wither skeleton heads, and I actually had a 6th in my ender chest, like I said earlier, so now I have 6 wither skeleton heads. I'm probably going to fight the wither 1 more time, and then keep these for, I think, a wither rose farm. But these I think I'm going to use now so that I can get an extra beacon that I can sell in a loan shop that I'm going to be setting up soon. It'll be like a beacon loan. So like essentially what I'm probably going to end up doing is having it so that they can break the beacon and then like a beam in the sky will like shut off or something whenever the beacon is taken. But whenever the beacon's back, then it will be on. Alright, so we're going to use this path. I'm pretty sure it's the same path that we've used before for a wither fight. So that should be alright. Right, yep. This is where we fought it first time, I think. So there we go. I'll mine out a little bit here so I have a little bit of wiggle room. Oh my goodness, he's mad. Alright, there we go. That was easy, didn't even get hit once. And that is the wither fight. So there's another beacon. I don't honestly know what I'm going to use all these beacons for, but I can tell you right now that I'm probably going to end up making a shop out of them. And as I was thinking off camera, I decided that I'm actually going to go and fight this last wither as well. Just because there's not really a point in me holding on to this when it's pretty quick for me to find wither skulls. So I'm just going to continue to fight the wither whenever I have the chance. Just so that I can like kind of force myself into finding more wither skulls. Killing the wither in general. Alright, got another. Sweet. That is the 4th wither killed. So that means that now I have 3 beacons chilling, and that's that. I'm gonna die. So yesterday, I ended up dying, which really sucked. I died to the wither and lost all my gear, so that's why I have diamond gear now. But I spent about 4 or 5 hours getting the best enchants I could get. And so now I basically have a max sword and max pick. I just need to get mending on this. But this is an insane sword. This took like 6 or 7 hours to get. It was crazy. I just did nothing but enchant for like a while, and so that was a bit boring. But now we're back, and we're going to start working on the Nether Fortress now. We're going to see if we can mine some of it down, maybe potentially like spawn-proof it with slabs. So I need to go back, grab a bunch of slabs, and we'll start slabbing. And so it begins. We are going into the fortress now, and we're going to spawn-proof a lot of this fortress because, let me tell you, this is a very good spot for a wither skeleton farm, and I can explain why. The amount of spawn-proofing I have to do is so much less here in this fortress than any other fortress. And the reason why is because I'm going to be utilizing the spawn mechanics of these areas like the Soul Sand Valley. The Crimson Forest, or the Warped Forest rather, also works. In the Soul Sand Valley, only skeletons and gas spawn in it. So that makes it super simple to build a wither skeleton farm. So I've done my first set of slabbing here, and I've gotten a fair amount done with how much slabbing I've done so far. Now granted, this is nowhere near the full thing, but we're slowly getting there. Like, they can't spawn in there. Like, we're slowly getting there. The tops, the hope is to eventually get it so that they can only spawn on the top of the Nether Fortress. That would really help with farming wither skulls even without a farm, just because you won't have to go inside then. It would just save more time. But for right now, this is actually pretty solid. I'm going to go grab more slabs, and then I will be back here again working on spawn proofing. So I brought my next set of slabs in, and I've slabbed basically everything except for the parts up there, and then the roofs of every building I still have not slabbed. But this is a good bit of stuff already done. I'm going to go grab more slabs, bring them over, and hopefully we can slab the entire building and make it so that we can start our farm possibly next episode even. This is just kind of like a prep for the next video where I start building up the farm and maybe even finish it. I'm not positive. I've only got a few more slabs to place. Let's go. I've been at this for about, I don't know, probably 2 hours now. It hasn't been that long. I was expecting this to take a lot longer. There might actually be more slabs to place. I'm gonna go and do one more final swoop here and see if I can find any extra. If there are any extra, I'll go place them really quick, and then I think this is all prepped to work on the farm next episode, which is gonna be epic. Probably should just destroy those. I'm gonna have to mine down a lot of this soul sand, I think, which is okay, because a lot of mobs are actually spawning there for whatever reason. I think it's because they're like right outside. It's like right outside of the Nether Fortress. So I'm gonna have to do that, but other than that, I'm pretty sure this is like 80% done. This was a project, wasn't it? Yep. Oh my goodness. This looks great though. Nothing's gonna spawn there. More stuff is going to spawn down here now, so I'm going to have to light up more. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this. I'll be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you go into the description of this video, you'll be able to see the website for Felony SMP, where you can find other creators like myself who you may just love to watch and may want to subscribe to them as well. We would greatly appreciate if you check out that website and even give us some feedback on it, see what we can improve, see what we can do better in general as a group, and pretty soon hits will be starting, so that's going to be really fun as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.